Drop trying to come up.
What's good, y'all? Back another video. Today, talking about how to deal with being alone. You ain't got nobody to talk to. All your friends are in different places and you feel like you alone. You in quarantine, feel like you can't go outside. You feel like a prisoner in your own house. It can get rough. But that was one of the things that, with this whole coronavirus situation, can't say that. But that was the things with this whole, situation, with quarantine, I think this is honestly a great year for a lot of people. I know in society-wise, it may not have been the best. There's a lot of death, a lot of killing, a lot of natural disasters. A lot of stuff been going on in society, but I feel like on a personal standpoint, those that were lucky enough not to have to go through anything, I think it was a pretty, at least I hope so, it was a pretty productive year. Just for the simple fact that I think a lot of people had no choice but look themselves in the mirror and realize, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what type of things am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What can I improve on for the future? That's why I was saying earlier today, I was even like, 2021, this whole vaccine thing, which is a whole nother story. I don't even know how I feel about it, but I really do think 2021, when things go back to normal, whatever that means, I do think people are, you're really gonna see who was being productive in quarantine and who wasn't. Like, if you really could go from March to December and you didn't accomplish anything for your life, I don't know what to tell you. Then I really think that, like, there's no other time you could be driven to do anything. If sitting in your house for 9 months, 6 to 9 months, and you weren't productive at all, bruh. No, I don't know what to tell you. But back to the being alone subject. People are afraid to be alone in any situation, whether it's going out in public, whether it's at school, at the workplace. People are afraid to be alone because naturally as human beings we like contact. We like to be around people. Hey, what's going? We like talking to each other, interacting with each other, right? But then when it's time for you to be alone, it's like you confused because you don't know how to act. Because you're so used to calling up one of your friends to come out with you or go get a drink with you at the bar, or go to the mall with you, go get some food. You're so used to always being around somebody else. So then when it's time for you just to be in your own company, you don't know what to do with yourself. So I know, especially in the beginning, a lot of people were struggling because they didn't know what to do with themselves, right? And your personality, maybe introverted people such as myself, it was pretty easy because I'm more productive alone. I would always tell myself that anytime I was, like, even in college, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of good friends around me. Shout out to all my guys, but I knew if I wanted to be productive and get real work done, I had to be alone. And 2020, I really found myself. I found who I am. I found the person that I need to be for the future, and it's been really great for me. That's what I think people need to understand with being alone. Being alone and being lonely are two different things. Lonely, in my terms now, in Lance's definitions. Lonely, you feel like almost as if you have nobody. Nobody wants you. You're just kind of there. I'm lonely. I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have anybody to interact with. I'm just here. Nobody wants to interact with me. I'm just where I am. But being alone, it's like you love your own company. You have that self-confidence within yourself that you're just like, you know what? Of course, I would love some people around me right now to go kick it with the guy or something like that. But I'm okay with myself. I can entertain myself. That's why I tell everybody, bro, please learn how to entertain yourself. Learn how to be in your own company. Because when you sit by yourself is when you really start to understand who you are. You really start to understand oh shit, I have some issues. I'm not this sweet angel that I thought I was. I got some demons that I have to fight. And that was the thing about this year. People had to face their demons, and some people they were in for a rude awakening. I'm already an introverted type of person, so when quarantine hit, I was low key kind of cheering. You know, I was like, hey, you know, I'm like, hey, I could be alone, you know, do my thing. And I love my friends, I love my guys, but I always know, as I said before, I work best alone. It's just me and my thoughts, and on top of that, I can create the energy in my room. I can create the vibe. You see what I'm saying? Like I control the vibration of the room. But when you around people, sometimes it may, even your close friends, sometimes they may say something, or they may they may do something that kind of throws you off a little bit. And me, I think I'm an empath. I gotta be an empath, bro. Somebody that really feels emotion on a deeper level, because, bro, anytime I was around my friends or something, and you know something would happen, I could tell it was affecting me more than it affected anybody else in the group. I could just tell, because I would sit there, I'm like, I'm really feeling bad, and everybody else is there just laughing about a simple comment that somebody made, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm really like, damn, that shit kind of hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but people look at being alone as if it's like a death sentence. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not. Take the time to improve yourself. Look in the mirror. What do I have to work on? Because once we go back to normal, whatever that is, people are just gonna be back running again. Partying, drinking, smoking, doing whatever you gotta do. And ain't no problem drinking and smoking, but just some of y'all just do it to an extreme that y'all need to chill with. But people just gonna keep moving again. And those that were prepared, and those that were taking time to see themselves and see who they really are, those are gonna be the ones that succeed. So that's how I look at it, man. Don't be afraid to be alone, and just know, hey, maybe this is meant to be. Maybe I need this time to improve myself, and use it to your advantage. I got some more bangers coming for y'all. I'm gonna see you on the next one.